In November of 2022, millions of Adobe users opened their Photoshop and Illustrator files. It was a normal November morning when suddenly all their logos turned a solid black. Probably confused, they try reopening their projects again. No luck. More and more people come out about the issue on social media and soon realize that this has affected everyone. All their colors were missing. What just happened can only be described as the largest color heist in history. And the culprit? A multi-billion-dollar company that got a little too greedy.
Color chaos that has been going on in the graphic design industry.
This is Pantone, a company that claims to provide a universal language of color that enables color-critical decisions through every stage of the workflow for brands and manufacturers. Okay, but what does all that corporate gibberish actually mean? Well, let's take a look back at the company's history. Pantone started in the 1950s when two brothers, Mervyn and Jesse Levine, created it as a printing subsidiary for their company, M&J Levine Advertising. A few years later, they hired Larry Herbert as an employee. Herbert, being a chemist, used his knowledge to simplify the company's color pigments and inks, and by 1962, he was running the entire printing company at a profit, while the Levines were struggling to break even. And later that year, he would buy all of M&J Levine Advertising's tech assets and rename the company to Pantone. The company rose to prominence because of its Pantone Matching System, or PMS. Yes, it is called PMS. You see, before Pantone, printers around the world had to more or less guess how to make colors. One printer might think this is red, while another printer might think this is red. So what PMS did was introduce a standard for color mixes that use special base colors. They sold books filled with small color swatches on each page that manufacturers can use to verify the color of products during manufacturing. According to Pantone, the book should be bought every year since the inks on the swatches can fade and new colors may get added. Okay, so Pantone is a system that helps standardize the looks of colors. So what exactly happened with Adobe? In 1998, Photoshop 5.0 added support for Pantone colors. Designers can now use the Pantone system within the software for things like product designs and merch designs and really any physical product that would need accurate coloring. So what Pantone basically did was revoke its licensing from Adobe, disabling any use in Pantone colors in Adobe projects and turning them black, now requiring you to buy their own subscription service to use their system in things like Photoshop or Illustrator. And remember, the whole point of Pantone is to have the physical guidebook to compare it to. So they're making you pay for both the book and a digital subscription instead of, giving the subscription to you when you buy the very expensive book. So that is how a multi-billion-dollar company stole color from the world. It really sounds like a Dr. Seuss book if you think about it. So the moral of the story is, yo ho, a pirate's life is free. Start pirating things.